How do you heal from unhealthy relationship patterns and learn how to develop healthy ones? That is an amazing question. Now, Jazz, you mentioned that you gotten into therapy, and I think that that is great. One, be patient with that. Two, understand that there are several types and forms of therapy. So if you are in one form of therapy that is not working well for you, then feel free to explore others. And also, if your therapist is not working well for you, feel free to explore others. That is why I happen to have a partnership with BetterHelp. I think the link is in my bio. Because one of the great features of that site in particular is the ability to switch therapists easily if you are not aligned with the one that you're in. Now, beyond going to therapy, also consider other forms of counseling and healing. I am a coach, I am also a hypnotherapist, and therapy, coaching, hypnotherapy, they all have their purposes in different ways. Let me know if you'd like me to do a follow up video on that. But just know that, there are ways of counseling and healing that go beyond traditional talk therapy. Beyond that, one of the things that you want to do is be the person that your inner child needed. This is where we talk about inner child healing and reparenting. One of the things for me is that for various reasons, I felt like I wasn't always heard as a child, right? I grew up in a very traditional household with that whole idea of children should be seen, not heard. So I am very intentional now as an adult about listening to my body. When my body says I need to rest, I rest. Listening to my intuition, to my gut, to my discernment, making sure that I am always healing myself, and hearing myself, listening to what I need and what my wants and desires are. Another way that you want to heal is by also, finding ways to praise yourself, give gratitude to yourself. So this comes in the form of, keeping a gratitude journal or having some time for daily prayer meditation in which you are showing that you are thankful for the certain things in your life. What you appreciate appreciates. So when you show gratitude for the good relationships that you already have, you will find more good relationships coming into your life. When you show gratitude for the money you already have to, pay your bills, then more money comes in so that you go beyond living paycheck to paycheck. You also want to praise yourself for when you do things right. Back to what you appreciate appreciates, what you focus on magnifies. So the more time that you spend focusing on the things that you've gotten right, your brain searches for patterns. This is one of the things that I learned in my hypnotherapy training. Your brain searches for patterns and it keeps trying to keep those patterns going. So when you're constantly focusing on negative things, you bring more negativity into your life. Also, you want to start creating those role models and surrounding yourself with people who have the life that you want to live, who exhibit what healing looks like. If you don't have that in your everyday life, then create it in your virtual one. So that means following social media accounts that talk about healing and good relationships or that exhibit the type of relationships that you want to have, and ditching those accounts that are constantly men are trash or relationships suck or there's no point in marriage if marriage is what you want. Don't follow those types of accounts. Listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, read books, surround yourself with the life that you want to create. And, that also means that you may have to let some people in your life go. Or if you're not quite ready to let people go, and believe me, I get that, then you will also need to set some boundaries and limit conversations. So, I have people in my family who have been married multiple times, and are to this day in unhealthy relationships. I talk to them, but relationships is a topic that we don't do. We talk about the weather, we talk about travel, we talk about money. I don't talk with them about relationships, right? So sometimes you have to put these guidelines and boundaries in place in your life so that you're not re-triggering yourself and so that you're creating the environment that you need to create to heal. So I hope this helps. And Jazz, of course, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Same with anybody else in the comments. And love you. Talk to you soon.